Episode of the Crypto Doe Show. And today we are talking about just give you guys a quick update on the market. To be for real, I'm giving you guys a quick update on the market. I also wanted to talk about how XRP and Ethereum is being taken off these exchanges at an alarming rate. But before I get into it, let me give you guys a couple of minutes to get in. Hopefully everyone is having a wonderful Thursday morning. I hope all is having a wonderful Thursday morning. Currently at 10:42 a.m. Eastern time, that is. Stay hydrated. Coconut water to me is one of the best hydrations that I've found, along with watermelons and water. You know, I just broke my fast right there, so just broke my fast. So hopefully you guys are having a wonderful morning thus far. Hopefully you're having a wonderful morning. So let's talk crypto. Let me know how you guys feeling. Crypto right now, as far as Bitcoin, right? That's grandpa. That's the leader of the market, right? So whatever the leader does, the market begins to mimic. So Bitcoin currently right now is at $111,500. That's the last time I checked. Right? That's the last time I checked. We are at $1,100. Right? Now I told you guys if Bitcoin broke the 112 support, it has a potential to go down to 109. If we don't have any bullish news in a couple of days, then it can go down to 109. If it doesn't hold, they're down to 107 and then 110. Now, this is just zooming in, right? This is the micro. This is not the macro. Macro, still super bullish. Micro, we can go down a little bit more. We have quite a few people in here. If this is your first time here, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel. I'm Crypto Doe once again, here to share everything I know with you guys, so together we can go further than Wells Fargo, right? This is an educational platform. All we talk is crypto. We may talk about some stocks that's linked to crypto, but this is a crypto educational channel, right? Only positive news. You know, some of the catalysts may be negative, but I don't render or support negative comments. It's only a positive comment. So I will skip over you. Don't even waste your time. You actually could be doing something else in this world, right? I want to educate. I want to build a community. I want people to make money, of course, right? But I am not a financial advisor. I can't tell you what to do, right? I just hope that whatever hints that I give you, it's on you to do your research to ultimately make the decision on investing. That's all on you. And you take the risk on the upside, and you also can take the risk on the downside, right? I'm Crypto Doe once again. You know, I've been in the market since 2019. So that's well above 5 years, 6 years. I've known about crypto since 2017. So yeah, let's just say that I'm not at my 10th year yet, but I'm about my 5 to 6 years of this. I've seen a couple of markets I've held on and round tripped and traded and lost money and sent things to the wrong addresses and fell for some fake coins that didn't have utility, and I've did it. So I just want to share what I know with you guys, so you don't make the same mistake. And you have like let's just say The best way to make it in this world is to have some form of mentorship, right? Because you can learn from their mistakes. Because no such thing as shortcuts, but you can definitely accelerate at a faster rate by learning from one's mistake, right? So I want you guys to learn from my mistakes. Hopefully it's less mistakes in the future. But I'm being advised by millionaires and stuff like that. So that's the road that I'm on, right? That's the road that I'm on. Multiple millions. And I think you guys should want to be on the same road too. It's not too it's not too late, you're not too old, and you're not too young, right? The pursuit starts when you take the first step. The pursuit starts when you take the first step. 9 times out of 10, the only thing you have to start doing is literally taking the first step. Most people don't take the first step, right? So if you're here right now, you're obviously taking some form of first step towards financial freedom and wealth and everything else, right? And this is just one of the ways. You still have to talk about life insurance and dividends and cash flows and businesses, right? This is just one of the equation. I think to me, crypto is one of the fastest acceleration methods, and the correct crypto as well, that can lead you to freedom, financial freedom at that. That's just what I personally believe. That's what I see. Stocks is cool, don't get me wrong. Stocks is cool, but to me, crypto is a bit better. Real estate is cool, but crypto to me is better. Let's not say better, right? Because then you begin to compare and contrast. Let's just say it's part of the arsenal, right? It is part of the equation. Smash that like button if you agree. It's part of the equation. You should have real estate, you should have stocks, you should have crypto, right? But you decide on the one that you want to focus on, right? I like crypto. It has a lot of volatility, of course, right? So you can go, it has swings up, tremendous hundreds of percentage of gains, and it also has swings down, hundreds percentage of losses as well. I like to buy in the red and sell in the green. That's always been my thing. I like to buy in the red, sell in the green. So with that being said, that's just my take on crypto in this world. So let me know what cryptos you guys own in here. Let me know what cryptos you get. Just like the live. I appreciate it. Nicker Jones say he just liked the live. I appreciate it. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. That's what I'm in it for. I want people to like the video, subscribe to my channel. Also get my crypto guide as well, and get my merch. I also have a merch store as well. You guys should go check that out. It's the Crypto Dough merch store. We got some fly gear, Frywares, XRP supporters, ADA, Cardano, Bitcoin. I do not segregate, right? I do not segregate. I'm not a maxi. Oh, it's just XRP. Oh, it's just Bitcoin. I like both. Oh, I also like ADA. I like some gaming tokens as well. Immutable X. I also like Root. Just to name a few. I like Theta. Just to name a few. These are the things that I like, right? These are the things that I like. So you may want to pay attention to those things. Not financial advice. So now let's talk about, I gave you the update on where Bitcoin is and where it can go, right? Also check out my post, right? I post there. Now, I want to talk about what no one's talking about is the fact that Ethereum, right, is being extracted off of these platforms like Coinbase and Binance and everything else. I think if you hold your crypto on these places, it's not really a good thing to do. And I'm noticing that in the future, will we need these third parties? Maybe for off-ramps. But what if there's other things that you could just dump your liquidity in and then extract it like that? Like, I'm starting to see that. Now, Coinbase is a good entity. It's no diss against Coinbase. But self-custody is the base. Self-custody should be your base. Coinbase is good for maybe like businesses that want to hold their crypto in a large amount and they're secured vaults and it's guaranteed back, then they have to make sure that they have a reserve for just in case anything happens and stuff like that. Coinbase is good for that. But I'm noticing I use exchanges less. I use DEX more. Like, I use exchanges less, like Binance, Coinbase. I might buy on there. As soon as I buy, I extract. Now, most people, they just buy and hold on these platforms. I don't like to buy and hold on these platforms. I mean, I like to buy. I don't like to hold on these platforms because I've been through 2 cycles, and every time it's time for you to take your money off, it's some type of app outage because everyone is doing the same thing at the same time. So it's an outage that I don't like, always. And then by the time they fix the problem, it might take 2, 3, 4 days. Guess what? Your exit, you can't even exit because you done lost 30-40% of what you initially at the top or something, or your initial gains. You done lost 30-40%, and that can be a difference between making a lot of money and making okay amount of money. 30, 40, 50%, 100%, that's big, that's huge. So I like to do other extraction. I like to have it on other things where I just, as soon as it goes up, guess what? Turn it into USDC or RLUSD, right? I'll just rather turn it into that. I'd rather turn it into that and let it sit right there. Then I'll slowly begin to extract that, because at least I know I capitalize on my gains by simply just switching to a stable coin. This is why stable coins are so important, because it's stable. As soon as I get my profit, dump it in the stable coins. Chill. Slowly. 5,000 here, 10,000 there, 20,000 there. Or I might do 2,000 at a time, just in case when you're off ramping it, they say, well, we have to hold your funds for X amount of time, verification, all these things, all these loopholes, right? All these loopholes. So I would much rather do it that way, because I've learned, I've learned. So that's why I don't keep my assets on these exchanges. But the beginner, most people will. I get that. Until you learn not to. That's maybe why you want to subscribe to my channel. And I'll let you guys know when I'm exiting the market too. So you won't be exiting liquidity, right? I think I did a post yesterday or the day before, and I believe it was E-Trade. They say that they're going to start, which is part of Morgan Stanley, because Morgan Stanley bought that, right? E-Trade is one of the first trading platforms. It already has its original customers, right? They're going to expose them or enable them to have access to Bitcoin, Sol, and ETH in mid-2026. To me, what that's telling me is that the pump might be over. I'm exiting Q1. Because after the Clarity Act, November, December may pump, January may pump, February, I'm exiting everything, and I can't call the top of the market. It can pump up more than that, but let's just say 80% of my ends will be in the green, and I'm exiting in Q1. Because if they telling you that they're going to allow you to access this, generally speaking, right, you may be their exit liquidity. So I'm keeping a close eye on that. A very close eye on that. And I will keep you guys informed. But make sure that you subscribe so you would know, hit the bell notification so you would know exactly, hey, Crypto Doe is exiting the market. I may want to piggyback off Crypto Doe. Just saying, hint, hint, wink, wink. But remember, I'm not a financial advisor. So, that's one thing about Ethereum. Now, next thing, XRP. For some reason, XRP does not get the publicity that it needs, right? Because to me, XRP has the game in a headlock. XRP has the game in a headlock. Shall we talk about it? And the reason why I say this is we already went through the court system. First they try to deny us. They try to tell us this. They try to tell us that. Now XRP ETFs is going live. October is going to be monumental for the ETF launches. XRP is applying for its banking charter. XRP is just doing what it needs to do. Ripple the company is excellent. Ripple the company is excellent. So with that being said, a lot of people are taking their XRP off the market as well. Boatloads of it is being taken off the market. You know, boatloads of it has been shooken up off the market. So that should tell you something. Yes, that should tell you something, right? Don't follow what they say. Watch what they do. First they say it was illegal and XRP. To me, the banks are in frenzy right now because you have other entities that's becoming banks, and most of these banks are going to invest, like Bank of America. They invest in cryptography, and I won't be surprised after the Genius Act and the Clarity Act, right? I would not be surprised that banks have their own stablecoins. Coinbase has its own stablecoin. XRP has its own stablecoin. So what does that tell you? Coinbase has its own stablecoin. XRP has its own stablecoin. What does that tell you? The banks are planning to have their own stablecoins because it allows them to print twice the amount of money. You get it? It allows them to print not once, but twice the amount of money. Twice meaning two. You know, so they get to print their fiat, and on top of that, they get to back their fiat. We're printing more stablecoins. Ingenious. It means that they all win, which means that the banks still will be at the top of the totem pole. But you will have these entities like XRP, Coinbase, that will begin. XLM, because it made USDC. So that right there should tell you the trajectory of the crypto realm, right? It should let you know that. But leave your thoughts down below. I really want to know what you guys think about crypto. Do you guys own any? Bitcoin, Ethereum, XLM, XYO, VeChain. You know, just to throw out a few. Digibyte, just to throw out a few. You know? Let me know what you guys think. This is Crypto Doe once again. Put on your seatbelts. Damn, there's time to take off. In 5,